Hi YouTubies, this is Amy. I'm coming to you with my week 14 post-op update following duodenal switch surgery that I had with Dr. Enox in Raleigh, North Carolina. I started out at age 41, 5'8" with a BMI of 41. My starting weight at consult was 275 pounds. I was 260 at the date of surgery. Last week I was 212 and this week I am 210. So I've hit 65 pounds lost today, and my BMI is now 31, so I'm a couple points away from moving out of obese into the overweight category, which is very exciting for whatever reason BMI is supposed to matter to us, but anyway, it is a yardstick. So looking forward to making that move at some point in the next several weeks, hopefully. I have had some good NSVs this week. I went through my entire closet and all of my stored clothes and found a lot of things that I'm going to be giving away at the Obesity Help Conference here in Raleigh in October at the Clothing Exchange. And I found some items that I'm going to sell on eBay because they were new with tags and fancy brand names or whatever. I want to try to recoup a little bit of my clothing budget. But I also found a lot of clothes, including this shirt, which I'm quite fond of, that I bought totally unable to fit into them. They were things that were on clearance or wishful thinking clothes, I guess I'd call them, that I just really liked the item, and I thought, one day this will be motivating for me, blah, 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 blah. And they were never things that I could realistically fit into. Even losing, 20 or 30 pounds. They were things I honestly had to lose 65 pounds to get into. So I'm now, I'm not in tiny lady sizes or anything like that. I'm still, I'm 210 pounds. I'm still an ample woman, but I can wear an extra large in regular women's sizes now, and sometimes even a large depending on what it is. And I'm down to a size 14 in pants. So totally thrilled with those numbers and that progress. There's some pretty nice NSVs, and it's nice to come across these pieces of clothing that I picked out for myself a long time ago and not have them go to waste. So all good stuff there. As for challenges this week, there is one big one. I'm going on this trip tomorrow to see my friends from that are coming from all over the place to converge in Nashville, and we're gonna go to, I think, Bluebird Cafe or something to see some musicians and some honky tonks and good times. I'm not a huge country music person, but I certainly have a lot of respect for the genre and its impact on American music overall, and I'm looking forward to seeing my friends. The anxiety that I'm feeling and the challenge that's coming up actually doesn't relate to seeing people that I haven't seen in over a year, and it doesn't relate to, the fact that they, will be surprised by how I look and all that. I don't think that's going to be such a big deal. It'll be positive, hopefully relatively short-lived, and we'll get on with the business of being us, which we always do pretty well as a group. But I'm actually much more anxious about my eating plan and my exercise plan and how I'm going to make all that work when I am sort of at the whims of a group. And not just at the whims of a group, but only so much planning I can really do. This was set up far in advance with an itinerary, things that we're all going to do together, and, indulgent type foods, whether it be fried chicken and waffles, specialty places, or southern barbecue kind of places that this town is really known for. I'm excited to try them. I'm excited to go, but I'm nervous that I'm going to run into places where there aren't a lot of great choices for me to get my protein and steer away from most carbs. I'm just going to do my best. But it's more even than maybe not hitting my macros right exactly every day. It's inability to track, which makes me feel out of control. It's an inability to weigh daily, which adds to a feeling of lack of control, even though you don't have control over how you come out when you weigh, but it's just weighing, logging it, and moving on with my day is part of my process. I'm a ridiculous little creature of habit. And I usually start my day off with like a yogurt smoothie that I make myself. I know what's in it. I know that the proteins powder and the greens powder and the Greek yogurt and a little bit of blueberries and maybe half a banana, those things start my day off right. They get me ready to eat actual food. They make sure I hit my protein macros. And all that stuff's going to be out of unavailable and out of my control. And I'm not worried about running into fast food and doing things like that. I'm just worried that I actually start to have trouble eating when I get into things that aren't good for me and good for my plan. And I've talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and like I had a bite of biscuit and it like choked me up for a good 45 minutes. I couldn't get down, the food, and I just don't want to be a spectacle. You know what I mean? I want this to be a situation where we're all focused on each other and having a good time, and I just don't want a lot of special arrangements and considerations to have to be made for me. So it's just something I'm kind of worried about. I don't even really care if I don't lose weight this week, honestly. Like, I'm going to be eating strange things, not able to track. Things are going to be different. So I guess this is just me having to let go a little bit of control for a few days and come back home and get back to life. So that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, for commenting, for subscribing, for being there for me as I try to be there for as many of you as I can. It means a lot to me. It really helps me to have people who really understand what the struggle is like, what churning this tool, using it and churning day after day to make the most of it while it's at its most effective. And know what that grind is like. It hasn't been too terrible for me. I don't mean it in a complaint. It's helpful to be able to talk and relate with people who can really relate. I look forward to seeing your videos. My next video will probably come from Austin, Texas, because that is where I will be next Wednesday. Visiting my sister and getting ready to spend my 42nd birthday out there on Friday. The 9th. So I wish you guys the very best week, and I will see you in a few days. Take care.